Good morning, everyone. As the title suggests, hey, yeah, okay then, boss man. I'll send you an invitation. As the title suggests, it's another hot one today. So yeah, got me washing out, and that's why I'm looking a little bit flushed because it's boiling out there already, and that we're at like 9:10. So yes, we're in front of the scorcher today. Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. Blinking hot, but apart from that, I'm fine.
Well, yeah, same as I've just been to peg the washing out. As you can see, I'm all flushed on my face, and yes, I've been in the bath and everything, and I'm sort of more wet now than when I came out of the bath. So, and as I say, I went to peg the washing out, and my face is a little bit flushed. That's long enough out for me. I were only out there about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it were a case of boom, 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 get it online, and Bob's your uncle, as they say.
Oh, sorry. Stupid computer. Pause.
Hey, Sahara, how are you? I'm good. It's hot again today. And apparently, according to the weather forecast, it's going to continue as well.
Yeah, they reckon throughout July and August, so.
Well, that's all right then. We go away on to second week in August, so I don't want it too hot, but I don't want it, tiddling it down with rain either.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've always said I don't necessarily want it red hot, but you want some decent weather when you go on holiday.
Indeed.
So, Keith did a very good interview last night.
I saw that he was doing it, but I just was yesterday. I just wasn't really in a YouTube mood yesterday.
Oh.
I did make 2 sort of very tiny videos, but I really wasn't just wasn't YouTube yesterday.
Yeah, so you just didn't feel it yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say I do know that the Night Owl was going to do a like a trivia thing again last night. But she messaged me and she says, I'm not going live. She says, because I don't feel well.
Yeah.
So, and as you can tell, I'm still a bit snivelly with hay fever.
Yeah. Oh, don't talk to me about hay.
Are you still dog sitting?
No, I haven't started yet. Max turns up on Monday.
Oh.
For 10 days. Whoopie-doo.
Is that the black Labrador that you babysat for?
The Cocker Spaniel.
Oh, it's Cocker Spaniel, is it?
They're going to Spain, the owners.
Oh, well, at least they know that.
They don't want to they wouldn't put him in kennels because he's too hyper to go in.
Well, you see, the thing is, with us having 3 cats, I mean, when we just got the 2, they used to go like in a cattery.
Yeah.
But then we got Tucker, but he was very, how can I put it, very sensitive. I mean, it took him a week to come from behind the sofa when we first got him. So, same as we said, so we actually have a lady that comes twice a day, feeds them and shuts the curtains and everything for me and makes sure the litter trays is clean and what have you. So we feel more comfortable because Lucy's she's very timid as well. So same as we said, it makes sense, than putting them in a cattery, somewhere where they don't know, they're not comfortable, they may as well be in their own home.
Exactly.
So I have got my coffee.
I'm in the middle of making my coffee, so I'll have to go and finish making it in a second.
So looks like a bit of a slow one this morning.
Hold on. Typical phone.
Hello to the two viewers. Come and say something in the chat. Got a mark on the computer screen and it's bugging the hell out of me. Oh, that's better. I look like I'd got a... Hey, Choppers Rose, how are you? It looked like I'd got a big spot on my face. I've just cleaned the screen of the computer. So, when do you get back to get back home, or how long are you staying for? Have you decided, or is it just a, you know? Oh, great news, Chopper. So, what's the plan then, Mr. Choppers? Are you, staying for a while longer, or have you got any plans? Tuesday next week we will be home. That's good. So how's the camper working out for you? I did watch the video yesterday, by the way. It's a right little home from home television and lighting, and but I'm same as you. I mean, when you were on about the mattress with your back and everything, I'm the same. I've got to sort of have a firmish mattress. So, but I do like my own comforts, my own bed, etc. Well, so long as it doesn't come up with any inappropriate names. Okay then, boss man. Sort of say to him, sort of throw some names at me and I'll say yes or no. Anyone got a cool name for the camper? Well, Pixie named his drone. I mean, the first one was Betty, and the second one is Dirty Gertie. So, hi Kelly Pie, hi Warrior Rex, how are you? So yeah, it's another hot one today here. It's absolutely scorching. I've got the washing out. I only went out like 5 minutes, and that is why my face is all flushed. And that's basically my limit, how long I can stop out there. I mean, Betsy, I don't know. I'm not very good at choosing names, or does it have to be a lady's name, or can it be a man's name? Or, oh, it's been raining, has it? Oh dear, it's absolutely glorious here. I'll just turn you the camera around. Hiya, Keith. Look at that glorious sunshine. So yes, it's another hot one today. So yes, same as I say, I went out for 5 minutes to put the washing out, and it boiled me. So has anybody in the chat got a name that Chopper can call his camper van? Because I'm stumped. Not very good at sort of naming things. I mean, it were actually Eagle VP that came up with the name Dirty Gertie, for Pixie's drone. So think of a name, Mr. Eagle VP, that Choppers can call his camper van. Because his son's wanting to give it a name. See, mine just draws a blank.
Is it a boy or a girl, the camper van?
Well, that's what I've just said. I says, does it have to be a girl's name or a boy's name, or, you know, which is the preference?
If it was a girl, I'd call the camper van Gloria. Don't know why. I just
well, I've just said, like, with Chris with the drone, he named his first one Betty, and the second one Dirty Gertie, and actually Eagle VP came up with that name.
Yeah.
And Think Visual is actually Keith.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, that's a good name. But what Kelly Pie's just come up with Paris.
Call it Paris or Milan or Tokyo. No.
So, you know, same as I say, Chopper's sin bin. Too much information, Big Red Bear. It says hi from the shower.
At least he's going to be clean.
Well, this is it. I mean, same as I say.
Hello.
Callum went off to. Hi, Emily. Callum went off to his work experience, and you know, I just sort of jumped straight in the bath. But I'm more wet now than before when I came out of the bath.
I know the chat's got saucy already in its own. 10 o'clock.
Well, that's it. But the guy that Keith interviewed last night, it's called DJM Films. He is sort of got something in me. And he said something, you know, Kate's family vlogs.
Yeah.
He said basically he watched one of her vlogs, but she hadn't got the camera on. And he says he fell in love with her voice.
I know she has got a lovely voice as well. Okay, any Irish, I love the Irish accent.
Yeah, and he says basically because he does like it like literally makes short films, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So I messaged Kate and I says, you know, there's a guy that Keith's interviewing. I says he absolutely loves your voice. I says, you know, but she said like she's not been getting the notifications when anybody goes live.
Yeah.
So I messaged her and I says, you know, the guy that's interviewing Keith absolutely loves your voice and wants you to do some like a voiceover for his next film.
There is a thing that people are noticing. They're not getting their notifications through. But what you have to do is you actually have to physically unsubscribe to the channel and then instantly click subscribe back and then click the bell. And then that solves the issue at the moment.
Well, you see, this is a thing. I mean, at one time, you used to get, when anybody subscribed to you, you used to get notification that a certain channel had subscribed to you. Well, I'm not getting nothing at all.
Because I stopped getting notifications from channels that I used to get notifications all of the time. And then various people I've heard.
This is where I look at it. I mean, when you subscribe to that channel, there's a bell that you think if you want to get notified.
Yeah.
So what's the point in ringing that bell if you're not getting notified anyway?
Oh, it's YouTube up to their usual games.
You know, it's you know, and then sort of you don't always get notified until a few days later via email as well. How are you this morning, Vicky? How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling a bit better. So yeah, so it is very irritating.
Yeah, and hit and miss. You get some notifications straight away. Some you get, you know, by email the next day. Some you get, you know, it's just some you don't get at all.
Yeah, same as I say. I mean, sometimes I'll get an email saying a certain channel because, you know, I mean, a lot. You go into these live streams and people say that they've supported you, but they haven't. Just so you'll support them back. So I always weigh it to to get the notification that somebody supported me, and then I'll take a look at the channel, and you know, and if I'm satisfied or I enjoy that channel, I will support them back.
Yeah.
But it's like this more. In the last few days, I've like, it's gone like down 2 or 3 a day, and this morning, like throughout the week, I've lost like a total of about 10. Then all of a sudden, this morning, it shot right up again.
Yeah, I've been finding that. I think lots of people have been finding that with YouTube at the moment, because what I believe from what other people have said happens at the end of a month, they go through they update their analytics and do all their stuff, and then they drop. I'm not 100% sure what happens, but then as the start of the next month goes, it's all catch up, and it's sort of they're just playing with our numbers.
As I say, within the last week, I mean, I've sort of not lost them all in one foul swoop, but it's sort of like gone down 2 one day, and then the following day it's gone like down. But sort of over the space of a week, I'd lost about 10.
Yeah, because mine had gone down, down like 1 or 2, and then it went up again, then it went down again. But now I've gained about 4 or 5 or something, and I'm hopefully now it will just start going to getting up again. Hopefully, because who knows? Oh, hi Mark. Hello, Kate.
Hi Mark. Hi Kate. Does Kate want an invite up on the panel? I did send Vicky an invitation, but yeah, I have sent you an invitation, Vicky.
Hello, Vicky. Hope you're feeling better-ish. Sorry you were feeling.
I mean, it didn't help that the cat attacked you yesterday as well.
Oh.
She was sat on there, and all of a sudden, all we did were a scream out loud, and I said, "What's up? What's up?" She says, for some reason, the cat just attacked her leg, and she actually sent me a picture with a big scratch on her leg about that big.
I got scratched this morning by my dog because when she freaked out, because sometimes she does this when she's going across the bridge, because someone had parked their mobility scooter and was sat in it on the phone, and my dog likes to walk up against the railings on this fence, but I had to pick her up, and she was all sort of made herself go all stiff and all sort of shaky.
Sure, in one of them sort of moods.
Hello, Vicky.
How are you feeling, Vicky?
I'm all right. I'm just, I don't know, blah.
Yeah, I was like that yesterday.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just, when you have the feeling of you just don't know what's wrong. So, yeah.
It's basically, you've sort of got yourself that run down that it's sort of,
yeah, catching up with me.
Everything's wrong with you. Everything but nothing's wrong with you. I have times like that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just laughing at what Big Red Bear's just said. It was boogieing in the shower. So Keith says he says I would definitely I think I'll come round and film that.
Well, please don't. Do not.
I have sent you an invitation, Mark.
Oh yeah, Mark's delivered some new lines for the next Gotham.
Oh,
I've got a very important role this time, as well as my normal role. I have got something very super special to do in it.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, it's Donny.
Hi, Donny.
Donny.
There was I was going to say then, and it's completely gone out my head now.
That happens to me all the time,
It does me. I sort of it's tipping my tongue, and then all of a sudden my mind goes blank.
Oh no, you're not allowed to make memes anymore. Oh no, it's the new UK law. What is it? You're not allowed to do memes anymore or something?
No. Oh yeah, I've remembered.
All right, she's remembered.
Yeah, DJ Ian had put something on Facebook yesterday about surprising Sophie. Now, everybody were assuming that he'd proposed to her.
No.
So anyway, it turns out they're actually going to Disneyland and everything in Florida next year. So that was the surprise, or the, So, I mean, sort of, we were all on tenterhooks thinking he would, because he did tell us the other day that he'd actually had a ring for about 2 months. It's sort of just, you know, picking the right time.
And he was very naughty last night, was our DJ, and he was live streaming on Facebook the concert, you know, from the O2 or wherever he was with the Queen. That's, you know, you should get done for that. That's naughty. Yeah, did he get permission?
Well, at the end of the day, boss man, everybody's doing it.
Oh, I know. But the thing that bugs me, ages ago, I did on a video, it's not last year, it was at the beginning of last year or whatever it was. I went to a concert and I didn't film actually the video of it. I was sort of just recording a bit of the audio because the chap was taking the mickey out of me. It was a stage show thing, local theatre. But I got my whole video blocked, and that's one of the reasons why on this channel, I got completely blocked from doing any live streaming or making videos for like 6 months. But that was a year and a half ago. And that still winds me up.
Well, you see, same as I was saying, I mean, I'm sort of like 122, or I was 122,000 watch hours. If I were to get to the sort of monetization stage, I still don't think I'd monetize or use the super chat, because one, I ain't got a PayPal account.
Yeah.
You can use my PayPal account if you do get that far, Jeanette. I don't mind.
Well, if anybody's having Pixies, so don't worry about that. You know what I mean?
Pixies doesn't work.
To me, it's more hassle than what it's worth. If you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, YouTube takes a certain amount of it, doesn't it, too?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think it's 35%. And same as I said, you know, Pixies collected once, because you've got a £60 threshold, and it's sort of been on £53 something for ages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Donnie wants to be on telly, he says. Well, if you want to be on telly, you can't really sit on my telly. It's not not big enough. But if you want to sit on your telly, go and do it, Donnie. I've been on the telly, Donnie, more than once.
There's another thing. You know the place where Callum's been working, and Vicky knows what I'm on about. They bought a cake home the other day. They actually buy them cakes to sell in the cafe. And it's only like a little piss-farting little cake, and they go to the co-op. And I says, "And you told them I bake cakes?" He kept saying, "Oh, no, I keep forgetting." But you know what I mean? It makes sense. You know, I mean, they've got chefs and whatever that do the cooking, but if you're selling cakes, same as I said, even if I only make a couple a week for them, you know what I mean? I'm going to get something out of it, and they are too.
Yeah, exactly.
Emily, you should start your own radio show. You could do it on YouTube. You can do, you know, call it the Emily Bird Radio Show. Call in, and we could all call in and talk live stream on your radio show.
But yeah, same as I said. I mean, Vicky saw the size of the cake. I mean, they only sort of like that big.
That's it. Yeah, it's really small.
And they're probably paying £2 or £3 for a little cake like that.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
And Donnie says, "I would love to get on TV. Might take up acting lessons." Oh,
Donnie, get a green card. Donnie's going to get a green card. He's going to get an equity card. He's going to be on stage and screen. I used to be on stage, and I've been on television.
I have my.
What was I on?
I have my television acting diploma.
oh,
Yeah, I took a course in Toronto for that.
I've mainly been in the audience of things, Donnie. So I don't really think that counts. But I have actually appeared as a contestant on a couple of shows. But I used to be involved in amateur dramatics, big time. I've been in musicals, pantomime, plays. I even directed a play once.
oh,
That's pretty cool.
I directed Little Women.
Nice. I like that movie, or that, like, the whole
story.
yeah, that.
But yeah, I mean, it's sort of if that's what Donnie's sort of interested in doing, then, you know, it's worth looking into, really, isn't it?
Because I think Donnie would be, well, not just hilarious, I think he'd be fantastic at doing stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's what Eagle or Keith just said. Donnie, you are an actor already, basically.
You're a YouTube actor.
Yeah.
Well, you see, me and Crimson have got something in the pipeline. We're sort of still in the planning stages at the moment. We're on about doing like a newsroom type of thing, or news desk type of thing.
That's pretty.
You know, like news from Canada and news from England, and you know, same as I says. I mean, best thing for me to do is get the daily paper and sort of flick through it and find some funny stories in it and some serious ones. And
yeah, good idea.
But it's sort of just in the planning stages. Well, yeah.
Well, now you have got the confidence, Donnie, because you don't mind making a fool of yourself, so you're fine.
And Emily says, "Can I be the music reporter?"
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Same as
you have to get Keith to do the weather.
But you see, same as he says, sort of, he's got to do like the comedy side of it and the clips and whatever.
Yeah,
the clever stuff, the graphic-y sort of.
Yeah, he's going to do the graphics and everything. So I'm going to be the serious one sat behind the news desk, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, today's news here in the UK. Yeah, all these reporters from around the world. Yeah,
yeah, that'd be great.
you know, but same as we've said, like to start with, we're just going to do the two of us, see how it goes. If it comes off all right, then, you know, we'll add, same as Emily said, like a music reporter or, you know, and Pixie's in the house. Well, not like literally in the house.
Hi, Pixie.
You know, and we could have sort of Kate doing, you know, stuff from Ireland, or, you know, it's sort of just in the planning stages at the moment.
She could be the comic relief and just have her daughter running around screaming.
Oh, that's it. And Keith says, "Oh no more baking vlogs from Jeanette." Yeah, I'm still going to do the baking vlogs. It's just, you know, sort of at the moment it's in the planning stages. It's going to be a one-off, but if sort of we get good feedback from it, it might be a regular thing. We don't know yet. And same as, you know, same as Emily said, we could bring Emily on board, like doing the music reviews and whatever.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hey, morning, Pixie lad.
Did you see what he said?
I sent your your parcel off yesterday, so you should receive it either tomorrow or the day after.
It says, "Oh, 3 sexy ladies."
Hey, cheeky git.
All these bloody midges, it's doing me head in.
I'll get the post office to stamp on it.
Well, I sat on Pixie's live stream like last week sometime. One landed on my hand and I went, and then I went, "Oh, that hurt me." He says I would be good at reporting on wallpaper.
You would.
Keith could do the fashion news, couldn't he? That were a good idea that just flashed into my head, you know.
Oh dear God, yes.
He could be the fashion guy that, you know, and trending this week or trending, you know.
Yeah, he could do that. I think that would be great.
You see what Chris has put. She likes a good slap. Not really.
Oh my goodness.
And Mark says, "I have a blue screen, I'll do the weather." Well, Pixie's got a green screen, but, you know, same as I say, you know, it's just in the planning stages at the moment. We've sort of got to get together via Hangouts and sort of do as little bits and mash it together and everything. Same as he said, if it takes off, you know, it could be a regular thing.
Oh,
I'm not saying where she likes a good slap. I know where you like a good slap, and it's right chops.
Yeah, yeah. Film it later on.
Come on, somebody, we've got to think of a name for Chopper's camper van. Bossman said Gloria.
Yeah, Gloria. 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 Trevor, kinky. Call it kinky camper. Yes, kinky camper. Like it, Pixie. Kinky camper. The kinky camper.
Oh, there you go.
It keeps coming up with these kinky names because his drone's called Dirty Gertie.
Yeah.
Oh, can I see you later?
Yes.
Yeah. Bye, Pixie.
I'm in the process of one thing I'm trying to set up, but the other thing I'm doing a collaboration with someone, which is something a bit different. It's to do with disabilities and stuff. There's this chap called Adam's Weather, his channel's called, and he wanted to collaborate with me where we sort of do a sort of not exactly, I don't know how we're going to do it, an interview thing where we discuss about our different disabilities and stuff, which is in the process.
Oh, Chopper says hell no.
Hell no. Gloria or kinky camper?
Which one did you not like? But yeah, I think that's a great idea. It's a great idea to talk about that because, and a lot of people will sit there and go, oh, you shouldn't be talking about your disability online and this and that and the other thing. I mean, I think more awareness to people's disabilities and things they suffer with, should be talked about more.
Well, you see that another thing is, I mean, I haven't had one for many years, but Chris will tell you, I get panic attacks.
Yeah, same here.
And this is hence the reason why I don't go out a lot. And I had one a few years back that got that bad. I thought I was having a heart attack, and he thought I was having a heart attack.
Oh boy.
But it's. I mean, I visited the doctor and everything. I mean, the best advice that they gave me was carry a paper bag in your handbag at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case you feel a panic attack coming on. And same as I said, it's all right carrying a paper bag around with you. But if you're out in the middle of doing your shopping or whatever, you've got folks looking at you as if to say, is she on something? Is she sniffing? You know what I mean?
You got a Mickey in there somewhere.
People need to be aware that
I see a little silhouette of a man. It's DJ Ian. Hello, Ian.
But it's out there. A lot of people do suffer from panic attacks.
They do.
Yeah.
It's a serious matter that people don't realise that it does properly exist out in the. People think, oh, it's a hidden thing. Oh, people, what they like. No, but panic attacks can come in different forms. It's not just.
Yeah, I'm going to say you could sort of have the more serious ones that, like this particular day when we were out, I could get the air in, but I couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
And I just literally sat there. I Simplival, and I was sort of like going, whoa. And that's sort of the noise that I were making because I could breathe in, but I couldn't get it to exhale. You know what I mean? And this is why they tell you to carry a paper bag with you because it gets the,
Yeah, but a lot of people think that, like, for me, I have physical issues, but I also suffer with depression and anxiety as well. And, especially my family, not my dad so much anymore, but they were like, oh, suck it up, just do something, this, that, and the other thing. And they don't realize how debilitating depression and anxiety can be because there's days, especially when it comes to the pain that you have physically, where you just want to curl up in a ball and do absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that they think it's, oh, you need motivation, oh, you just need to do this. And I had one friend of mine go, oh, just take a shower, get dressed, do whatever.
Just snap out of it. It's not easy to do.
No.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, it's not that freaking simple.
Exactly.
You know,
Hi, Tony. How are you?
Because that's sort of how I was feeling yesterday. I just didn't want to do it. I did get up and everything. I was doing a few bits around the house, but I just didn't want to watch. I didn't want to go on YouTube or anything in the sort of morning. But then a couple of things did lift me up. I did get a couple of packages. But one of them really sort of lifted me up because, I got my baseball cap stolen and everything.
Yeah.
I managed to find someone who was selling one on eBay, a brand new one, and it turned up. So that sort of lifted my spirits for a little while. And then something else turned up later in the day, which also lifted my spirits. But just a small thing sort of helped a bit. But I'm still feeling I wasn't really in the mood doing.
Yeah, but you see, same as I've always said, people sit here, they see this bit, if you know what I mean, but they don't know what's going on physically, and they don't know what's going on mentally.
Yeah, they don't know you're suffering. Like, I mean, there could be a million things going through your head while you're sitting there, and I mean, you sit there with a big smile on your face and everything else, and it still doesn't mean that you're okay.
Yeah. It's more like a painted smile, isn't it? If you know what I mean.
Top of the morning to you, Marky, please.
Good morning.
You sit there with a smile on your face, and to the outside world, oh, she's happy, she's joking about blah blah blah, but they don't know what's going off once that camera's turned off, do they? If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like yesterday or the last couple of days, actually, I was on live with Adam and them and my buddy Steve and whatever. It's just afterwards, my throat's so sore. It's all, I don't know if you can tell, but it's really swollen right now. And it's like, you know what? Like, I wanted to go on James's lives last night, but I was just like, no, all day. I said, no, I'm not doing anything because I want to be able to be okay for the next day. I have kids to take care of too, on top of everything else. I need to be healthy for them. And it's like, I don't know, just mentally, I just kind of had myself defeated. Everybody's
you just felt deflated and emotionally drained.
Yeah. So yeah, but I'm okay now. It's just one of those things, like my biggest issue is like I'm a single mom, and I don't really have anybody physically that will sit down and listen. And, and I mean, you guys can all attest to this. You just kind of need a hug to say everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Even though I live next door to my parents, even just having a hug from my mum, that doesn't always help. It's not that sort of hug I want. You want something who sort of knows what you're going through properly, who understands and who can This is because I've lived by myself all of my sort of single life because I've lived in this particular house 18 years. So it's been more than 18 years. And I've never properly had any. I have had sort of flings or girlfriends or whatever, but not anything that someone I can actually go, yes.
A stable relationship.
Yeah, I've never had a stable relationship.
Stable? What's that?
Exactly. Longest relationship I ever had was 9 months, and even that wasn't a proper one.
I know that
because I ended up with a beautiful daughter. But
I mean, you see, that's the trouble, Adam. When sort of you've got bipolar and everything, it's fine. It's hard to find a partner that can understand what you're going through.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, they don't. Yeah. And like I said, they all of a sudden they think it's all in your head and everything else. That's why when Keith asked me on our interview, like, what is it you look for in a guy? And I'm like, I really don't know how to answer that right now.
And also the other thing with sort of having, say.
Okay.
Okay. If I remember, I'll come back to. I hate it.
I'm going to say, I've just had one moment like that, Adam, so don't worry. Yeah. Hi, Peanuts Gaming.
Morning, Justin.
And Mr. Peanut.
Oh, to Tony's saying me saying no one's special now, 62. Well, same as I say, you never know. There might be somebody out there that, never say never, as I say.
Yeah, I know there's someone out there. Like, I had a buddy of mine send me this video of a guy half naked.
Whoa.
That's my buddy Mike, you know. But anyways, like, he sends this to me, and I'm like, dude, I really don't even care about this right now. Why are you sending me this?
Yeah, they just want a song, don't they, Emily?
That's it. Yeah.
Well, you see that this is the thing. When I met Pixie, that what I was a bit wary of. I'd just come after 21-year marriage, and you know, I thought, oh, you know, it's just after one thing, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But here we are, 15 years down the line, and we're still together. You know what I mean? So
there's someone out there for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now.
Oh, it says there's one possible. He's working on it. Is Tony?
Ooh, there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure, like, I mean, I'm not saying that if someone wanted to date and whatever right now, I'm not objecting to that at all, but I'm just not looking for it, you know?
Well, this is, I mean, same as I say, it's all too often these days, the youngsters rush into marriage, not actually knowing the person that they're marrying, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Actually knowing them, you know, knowing them inside out and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's all too easy, as we say, to get divorced these days. And a lot of people, or a lot of the younger generation, doesn't actually work on the marriage, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, it's the to bump in the road, and that's it. You know, done by CE sort of thing.
It's just to people nowadays, marriage is just a bit of paper and spending loads of money, and it's not actually the commitment.
Well, this is it. This is it. You know, I mean, same as I've always said. I mean, it is just a bit of paper. If you're in a committed relationship and you love that person, what difference does it make whether you're married or you're not?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
It's just in the eyes of the law. If you've got the piece of paper, then it makes it, you know, official under the government or under the, you know, the church, whatever.
I agree with you, Adam, completely, because I find lately too, it's all about the prenup. Sign the prenuptial agreement, see what you can get if you have a divorce, wait a year, and then all of a sudden divorce them and you get half of everything, right? Like, it's so stupid. That's one thing I would never do, is sign a prenuptial agreement. I'm not that kind of person that if the relationship ends, I'll take what's mine and I leave. I'm not about to, like, if I've given that person gifts and stuff like that, whatever, they are perfectly welcome to keep them and everything else, you know?
And Emily says, I was on a dating site the other day and all the guys just wanted it. So I deleted my profile.
I agree, Emily. You know what? That's why I went off them. I was on a couple of them, you know, just wanting to meet friends, to hang out, like meet new people. And that's all they wanted on that. I'm not saying that's all men want, but I mean, on that site, that's all they want. Just a quick fix and on to the next.
And now with all this social media now, there's so many dating apps, dating sites, you know, click a picture. Oh yeah, I like you. No. And then most of them are they're either out for just one thing, or they're fake profiles, or they're scammers.
I was just going to say that, and I think Emily agree with me too, and you probably will too, Adam, is the biggest thing that makes me sick is there's people on there pretending to be Marines, saying, you know, well, I don't have the money right now, like I have it, but I need an account to cash my check and this and that and the other thing. And I'm like, I need your information and this and that and the other thing. They're trying to get the info out of you, so they can drain your bank account.
Exactly.
What makes me sick is they're impersonating hardworking Army, Navy, you know, whatever, Air Force vets. And that's just it just makes me sick. Yeah.
Well, that's it, you know. And basically I'd say to them, you know, if you ain't got your own bank account, you're not using mine. So
yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, dude, you're a Marine. I know you have your own account, so bugger off.
But you know, I mean, the more sort of upmarket dating sites
Cost a bloody arm and a leg.
just about to say you've got to pay, and you've got to pay a lot.
We could start our own dating thing on YouTube. Find all the single people and mix and match, and you know.
I was just thinking of that title, just that minute. I'm just saying we could call it Mix and Match.
Yeah, Jeanette can be you know, the one who sorts out all the dates and stuff.
The agony aunt.
And can do the matching, you know.
Well, he's mix and match.
Speed dating.
Hi, Caroline.
Yeah, exactly, Emily.
Yeah, and like sort of fix a meetup, sort of, you know, in a sort of central place, and say, well, you've got 5 minutes to talk to this person, then you've got to move on.
No, you do it on Hangouts. You do a speed dating on Hangouts. So you have the people on the panel, and then two people talk between each other for 2 minutes.
Well, that's what I mean. Same as like the speed dating idea, where you know, you've got 5 minutes to talk to this person, find out as much as you can, and then, you know, we'll pick somebody else for you. You know, to talk to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That would go far, you know.
Think Visual says I'm free.
If you're too far away in another country, doesn't matter, because you can see each other every day on Hangouts. And
Keith's actually at Think Visuals today.
Oh,
so if anybody's a big Kinks fan and into vinyl records, I mean,
yeah, I used to be. I had quite a few, actually.
He says he's looking for someone in the 50s. Well, I'm sorry, Think Visual, but I'm taken. I'm the only one in the 50s, but I'm taken.
With Ian's baby, so.
Oh yeah, I'm already pregnant. I did send DJ Ian an invitation, so I don't know whether he's laughing at what Emily put. She says, looking for getting her, I mean anyone.
Hi, Emily. Hello.
we've got to find a getting lookalike for Emily.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Think Visual. Carolyn is 50 and a widow. So there you go.
I'll have to put on the Welsh and no. Oh boy, oh hello, I am Gethin. I am the Welsh man here in the
Visual says the only trouble is I have got 5 daughters and a son who is handicapped. Well, that makes no difference. Everybody comes with baggage, so to speak.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
When I met Pixie, I'd got 3 children.
Yeah.
You know, but it sort of, you know, I says to him, well, look, I'm nearly 40. I've got 3 children. I've been married once already. You know, but he were willing to take that on. I mean, even though the children never came to live with us.
Yeah.
It's like Vicky. I mean, she's got 3 children at home. You know.
Yeah. I've got 5 kids in total, but still, it's like 3 at home. Hopefully 2 soon. But you know, we shall.
You know, it's a scenario. You know, you love me, you love my kids.
Yeah.
End of.
Yeah, exactly. They have to treat my kids as if they're their own kids. So.
Yeah, but you see, I mean, Kate, we were talking privately, and she says, "Well, who's going to take me on? You know, I've got a 2-year-old daughter." I says, "Well, you know, the right person is out there."
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they love you enough, or they say that they love you enough, they will take Sarah on as their own.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Carolyn says she's got 3 adult children, 6 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren, 2 cats, and one a dog.
One dog. You want to get rid of all of the others and just have a dog? It can be arranged. You can keep the cats and the dog and get rid of the grandchildren and the children and the...
And Think Visual says he brought his children up all on his own.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No hurry for a companion. I mean,
yeah, and Mark's got all this to come because he's only 15. He's got the whole world ahead of him.
And Callum too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, look at the horror you have to look forward to. I mean, joy.
Yeah. Thanks for making it easy for me.
Collective, Mark, you know.
Well, you see, I mean, my advice to Mark would be concentrate on your studies, get where you want to be, and then you can concentrate on finding a lady.
Or Matt, you don't know. He might not even be.
I'm just
you're assuming. He might be interested in inanimate objects like a table or something. You just don't know.
Or Lego.
Or a coffee. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Just, play with your Lego till you're about 18, Mark, and then look for someone.
And Think Visual says, Mark, stay single. But, same as I said, and I've said, Callum was sort of saying, I can't sort of wait to have my own house and have a wife. And I says, Callum, I says, you're running before you can walk.
Definitely.
You've got to sort of get your career sorted out, get established in your career before you do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Bella's here. Morning, Bella.
Bella.
And as Gail calls her, Bella Bing Bong.
Bella Bing Bong.
I watched that whole interview last night. That was actually really good.
It was. Same as we've said. I mean, Kate was in here early on, as you know. The guy said that he just heard a voice and he fell in love with the voice. So he's actually in the throes of making another film and would love her to do a voiceover for him.
Yeah, and she's perfectly willing to do it. So that's awesome.
Well, Emily says she's been single 10 years now. Well, I've officially been single a lot longer than 10 years.
I've been single 2 years, but it feels like
I've had flings and I've had sort of things, but anything that I would write home about in the last sort of 15 years.
Hiya, Bella. Welcome to the dating service.
Yes, it's a dating agency this morning.
Oh, is it? Who's signed up for that?
Boss man.
Any.
We're sort of trying to sort the singles out and
Ding dong!
Oh, hello! Dating advice.
Yeah, we're gonna start a channel and name it Mrs. P's Mix and Match.
Yeah.
Hiya, Andy. You'll have a job one because I don't have decaf coffee and I don't have goat's milk either. So you've you've come to the wrong place, Andy, because I don't do either.
Yeah, well said, Emily.
No.
Well, it's a case of because I'm looking for the right person.
Yeah.
Well, because nobody will have me.
They are. Says send Keith an invite and I will come on.
Keith? I thought Keith was going out today.
That's who is at Think Visuals. I forgot what his name is. That's who he was going to say. He's a big Kinks fan and got a 25,000 vinyl records.
He has, yeah. He's got a lot of vinyl, a lot of inches.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Vicky?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you can see why nobody wants me. Look at me.
So what's your friend's name, Keith?
Mick. It's me. Mr. Think Visual.
Yeah. Well, I know who it is, but I don't. We like to be on first name terms. Mick. Yeah. Keith has told me your name before, but as I always say, I've been to bed since then.
Yeah. Years longer than yours.
So you know, never tell me anything the night before because by the morning I'll have forgot.
Yeah, you seem a very intelligent young lady.
Oh, young.
You're not old, are you?
We go with that.
Oh, you know
like-
the age bracket
like
you're looking
me.
for. I'm sort of in that age bracket.
Yeah, but he's not old like me.
So, who are the single men, Jeanette?
Right, I'll put you back to Keith.
Oh, right. The guy with the top on, Carolyn, is Mick. Is Mick and he's single.
Yeah, I'll just show you his record collection.
Yeah, here you go.
Turn the camera around if I remember how to do it. So, put the light on. That's all records. Yeah.
Well, not all of them, Keith.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Some there, all the way down. Yeah. All over here. Big kit van.
Oh my god. Awesome.
And then he's got all these in the thing there.
Memorabilia and whatever.
Yeah. There's some of his family there. Wait a minute. Where can I get the photograph? I can't get the photograph on now. TVs. And then he's got them all upstairs. If you go upstairs, his bedroom's full of them. Aren't they, mate?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And here's the handicapped son here. This is Paul. Say hello, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
That's it. He's looking for a woman as well, aren't you?
Yeah. Carolyn wants to know, can everybody on the panel introduce themselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Yeah, my name's Keith, Eagle VP. Go on then.
My name's Mick.
I'm Bella from Beauty on a Budget, but they call me Bella.
No, they call her Bing Bong or Ding Dong or something. You know, it's as bad as my wallpaper.
I'm the night owl. I'm Vicky.
I am Mark Plays, and my name is Mark.
and Mark is a little bit too young for the dating game.
Hello, I am Adam, otherwise known as Bossman PR and the Flying Carrots, and I am single.
Hey.
Ready to mingle.
Emily's saying that Mick's collection is amazing, Keith.
Yeah, he says thanks for that.
Unfortunately,
He's single, so he says, can he join the dating site?
Is he looking for his Lola, Keith?
oh,
He says, yeah, as long as it's not a dead-end street. Oh, I like that.
Well, I'm changing the tone because it's Queen and I want to break free.
No, that's us husbands who want to do that.
Oh.
Carolyn says she wants to join the site, so Adam, it looks like me and you are going to have to get together.
Yeah, and I do like the idea of me being a fashion reporter.
Yeah.
Wallpaper.
No, it is called these days, Keith, fashion guru.
Oh, okay, yeah.
fashion eater. He'll be a fashion eater.
Hiya, Chris Crimson.
Hello.
Hey, hi, Crim.
You see, Crimson's single as well, so that's another single.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fellow Canadian with Night Owl, so we need to hook those two up together. That's what we need to do.
And
Really good
Crimson
friends.
has made his preferences clear. He wants the bit older lady.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's why, I'm dreading him coming over, because there'll be that many knocking at your door, Jeanette.
I'm going to have to charge him entrance fee.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think of the money you can make. Oh, we can go on holiday.
And serve them a slice of cake as well. I could be rolling in it.
Yeah, and you can get Chris to make them coffees and charge them.
Welcome to the Pickering's Cafe
Keith?
and dating site.
Keith?
I just want 3 beers.
Yeah.
I just want to say quickly, last night's interview, that's exactly how an interview should be. The interviewer had respect for who he was interviewing, and the man being interviewed had respect for the interviewer. That is exactly how an interview should go. It was excellent.
Yeah,
Very much.
good.
I enjoyed doing that interview with Dennis. Brilliant guy.
Yeah, that's how it should go. Respect.
Emily's just said you'll be a millionaire, Jeanette. That's the plan, Emily.
Yeah, Keith, I went back and watched the entire interview, and well done. Well done.
Thank you very much, Vicky.
It was a good interview.
Yeah,
what a nice guy as well, and his videos are wonderful.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
why I'm starring in the next one. I'm the Godfather or the Codfather. Jeanette.
Well, there's a bit of an innuendo there because Grimsby are famous for the fish.
Yep.
Emily says, as long as you share it with us all.
Yeah. Jeanette, if Pixie's not going live tomorrow night, can I plug that if he don't go live, I'm going to do live, and it's going to be about domestic abuse on men.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to join,
did you want to join the panel or?
Well, if anyone wants to come in the panel on that subject, about because the figures are about 6% of domestic abuse is by women on men, but they think that figure is a lot higher. So
I do myself actually.
I think it's higher because men's got the pride; they won't say it.
Yeah. So if you've got any views on that, I would appreciate you come. You know what I'm going to do is invite people on for about 10 minutes, give their opinion, and then go off and invite someone. I don't want a lot on the panel. I just
Well, you could do it sort of like in 5 or 10 minutes intervals, Keith. Carolyn says, who is this that did the interview? It's Eagle VP, the guy with the grey beard.
Lovely description.
Well,
Mark, I'm
guy with glasses.
Mark, I'm still waiting to see my figure.
It's done. I showed you, didn't I?
No.
Oh Lord!
He's got wallpaper shirt.
Yeah, remember, he's even going to be in this episode coming up in the background and everything.
Yeah.
Well, me in the background, I should be in the foreground.
Well, I was going to ask, did you want to do a couple of lines?
I would test him now, Mark, if I were you. Crimson says, who's that behind Keith? That is Mick.
Mick, just
think visual.
Hello. It's him, the Kinks man. Look, Dave Davis of the Kinks.
Oh.
Spring Tour 2017. Now, Emily Beard, just there. Yeah. She's a rocker. She writes She writes her own music. Yeah.
I've seen her. You showed me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. She works at McDonald's, but she's only 20.
Yeah, she's got all sorts of guitars as well.
Oh, there's Keith. There's Keith on go. There's Keith.
There it is.
Oh wow! Yeah, I like that one.
I tried to make it as shirty as possible. I don't think it's going to zoom in.
No.
I made a V-neck and then little buttons going up the wallpaper just to make it look like a shirt.
Whoa, that's good, Matt. Where's me grey beard though?
He's a bit younger.
I'm going to say it's a younger version of Archie.
Oh no, actually, I might have a. Where's my Sharpie here now? Do I have a grey Sharpie?
A possible match, Carolyn said. Which one?
Mick, a possible match, Caroline says. Yeah, were you? Oh, yeah. Where's Caroline live then? Or Caroline?
In America.
Where?
In America.
USA, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Mick's just said, if I get an invite, I've got to fetch my son over. So will she put up his son and her? Hello there, Max.
Hello.
It's all right, I've got the computer on. I'm reading there.
What's on the cup, Keith?
Nescafe.
Oh, you've got
It has a Jeanette's cafe.
he's got the posh cups now.
No,
it mix.
I never get. He never gets the posh cups out. What? He'll do what?
Oh, Carolyn says I was thinking the other lady Bella's spoken for.
Yeah, Bella's. Yeah.
You tried to match up there, Bella.
Yes, Robbie took one look at me and thought, God, who's that?
No, she's matching Bella up with somebody or other. I don't know who it is. Bella's both. Two of the ladies on the panel have spoken for, myself and Bella.
Yeah, and I am
Single.
not available.
Yeah.
Vicky is. Boss man's available. Mark plays. He's a bit too young.
No, he's not. The Mark's not on the. He's not in the
Yeah, I
playing
didn't sign up.
yet.
I didn't sign up.
No, you know.
Mark's not signed up.
So, can I ask all my moderators who were on last night why they didn't time out a certain Random Live Productions? Because she had.
Keith, if I'd have been there, I would have done. I
Yeah,
apologise. If I'd have been there, I would have done it immediately for you.
yeah. Well,
Because I know she really doesn't like you very much at the moment. She's got something for you. I don't know why, but you know.
I don't. You know, I mean, she's having a go at me and my good friend Bella there, and you know. So, Bella, can't we come up with a name for Random Live Productions?
I'll think of something.
Yeah,
She's got her thinking cap on.
yeah. So,
The wheels
comes
are
up with a
turning.
name, just message me. So,
Rude, lewd, and what would the P stand for? Lewd, rude, and
Prude.
dunno.
No, she's not exactly a prude.
No, she's not. She's lovely. I
I mean,
Rude,
she's
lewd,
lovely,
rude,
yeah, but she's, yeah, you know. I've
Did
got
you
to find
see the picture that she'd put up on Facebook?
No, just what the lads is in there.
Yeah.
Talking with it.
It's all right, Keith. You know how you were on about the thumbs down police last night? Well, they've been in here at some point.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, what a shame.
I can't see.
But as I always say, a thumbs down is a view. We appreciate you giving us a thumbs down, but please come in and tell us that you've given us one so we know.
Yeah, well, this is it. Same as I've always said, Keith. I mean, does this face look bothered? Because it ain't.
No. It don't do anything, you know. Oh.
Crimson.
See Crimson flash up.
Karen says this panel is so great, better than a TV show.
We are better than a TV show.
All my videos now. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumbs down. It's still a view on YouTube.
And you get more thumbs down than you do thumbs up. Don't forget that one.
Yeah.
14. You know what? We should get mugs made. We should get our own, our morning coffee club. We should get Jeanette's morning coffee club or something. We should get our mugs made for us.
Yeah.
Morning mugs, definitely.
The coffee crew.
Coffee crew.
I'll have to get Chris onto that before the meet, and because he I think when he had his T-shirt done and his cap, he went to Vistaprint. I think they do them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do.
You can get a mass amount from Vistaprint.
There's Teespring, there's Vistaprint. There's loads of different places you can get mugs done.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all, I mean, actually, obviously, Crimson and Bossman's and Mark's will probably have to send out in the post.
Yeah.
But we'll all have to sit there with Jeanette's Coffee Morning or the Coffee Morning Crew or something like that done.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Steve will design it. He's a graphic designer. He does all the good work,
There you go.
Yeah, I would love to design it. I love doing those kind of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really call it Jeanette's Coffee Morning because Keith does.
So just call us the Coffee Crew. Call
it Coffee Morning Crew or something.
Yeah, Coffee Morning Crew.
YouTube, that's it. It is 5:26. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. So she's like Vicky. It's early in the morning where she is.
And Emily's saying, "Oh, that would be cool."
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder, Vicky, do you get sleep?
It's the Coffee Club.
I didn't go to bed last night till about 2 a.m.
Oh,
and
God.
I was up at 5.
See,
that's about as bad as me, or as good as me.
Night Owl, congratulations! You're doing YouTuber sleeping hours. Like that's pretty much everybody here.
Yeah.
I finally made it. Where's my trophy?
It's like an achievement on PS4. Like you just unlocked it. You know what I mean? Like
we actually was in bed before 11 o'clock last night. Cause as soon as Keith's interview was done, that was it.
Yeah. What time I got finished last night with Dennis?
What?
About 12:30. I was yapping to him for half after the interview.
He's a lovely fella, that Dennis.
he really is.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? Like from the last 2 interviews, like I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
Caroline says, I need coffee and cobbler, yum.
Yeah.
Coffee and cake.
Who's going to be on next Wednesday's show? Oh, I do not know. It could be who Steve just recently interviewed, so it could be a bad boy interview next Wednesday.
I'm still waiting for that, but you know.
well, we'll have another man on then. We'll have Steve on next week as the bad boy interview.
Keith.
So, could you all please send me the questions that you all want to know on the bad side of our Steve?
Oh. Shall I tell you an idea that Kate came up with as well yesterday?
Yeah, go on.
All right.
Like a bake-off.
Oh.
And actually do it live.
Like Iron Chef version. You know, like I could just you know
what I mean? Sort of, I bake something, and the person that's on the other hangouts has to sort of follow my lead, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
So who's going to take part in that then? Because I can't bake. I'd burn stuff.
Well, whoever sort of volunteers, and she says, could you do it on laptop and like an external camera? And I says, yeah.
I'll do it. I've been kind of Jeanette's cooking apprentice, so like I'll definitely do it.
Yeah.
But it's like I choose, or we come up with something between us, what we're going to bake. I follow the lead and say, well, you do this. Then it goes to the next person. You watch them doing it.
Oh, I'll take my shirt off for you, Matt Carl. Oh no, better not.
No, I was going to get naked, juice my randomness, but I just changed.
Well, I've gone the old log today because I have actually got my shorts on today.
Oh,
I've got the legs out today.
Hey!
And Caroline said I would need the ingredients ahead of time. We see this as what sort of we've got to sort out. Basically, whoever's sort of on with me, I'd like Keith does with his interview, sort of talk to you ahead of time, tell you what ingredients you need, exactly what we're making, and all the like the mixer and the baking tins and greaseproof paper, etc. You know what I mean? It's a sort of be something planned ahead of time, but only actually go live to do the baking.
Well, I think that's why Keith should come on too, because even if he can't bake, if he has all the ingredients, he still put everything together and try it, right? Like,
well, this is it. I mean, this is sort of thrown out there to the men as well.
I think we should do donuts with a squeezy thing.
Here's my randomness course that I would love to cook with. Put me down. So there you go. That's another one.
Oh, yeah. I bet he's a good cook, Juicy.
Yeah, he would be a good cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Bella? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
I can't remember now.
You're like me, Bella. Thoughts go straight out.
Oh, not to self-promote or anything. I just did a podcast with a friend, and I said some things that I've never said on YouTube. So I want you guys to take a look at it. You guys will enjoy it. It's about spirituality and afterlife, and something that happened to me at a job that I've never said on YouTube. So yeah, it's definitely worth taking a look.
get to the
I'll look at that then, Crim.
Yeah.
How do we find
So
that podcast?
Anyway, I'm going to get off because.
Yeah, I've got to go as well, actually, because I've got to go out.
Yeah. So,
Okay, then.
Okay.
see you later, Jeanette.
Yeah, see you later, Keith.
Bye,
See you
bye,
later,
Keith.
Adam.
Bye, Adam.
I'll say goodbye to Keith first. And I'll say goodbye to the lovely panel. So I will say goodbye to the host, Jeanette. Goodbye to the lovely Vicky, lovely Bella, Mark Plays, and Mr. Crimson Fantasy.
Bye.
See you later.
Thank you.
See you later.
Have fun, and if I get back, I'll pop on, but I doubt it.
Okay,
Bye.
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 Yeah, so there's been a few good ideas bantered about today.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's always good to brainstorm.
Yeah, I was talking about the news thing. We've recruited Keith as the fashion guru.
Yeah.
And Emily said
for our news segment.
Yeah, and Emily says
Okay,
she'll be the
that's
music
awesome.
reporter. So I said,
I'm gonna make a commercial in between about Jeanette's cream pies.
Toys, the newest toys or whatever.
Yeah. You see, we same as me and Crimson have said, like sort of start it off with me and Crimson, see how it goes down. If it's popular, then we'll introduce more people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Just make up
we'll
the
have
random sections.
We'll have a new person on each time, or 2 new people, or whatever. Yeah, like it's just a matter of trying to find the structure for it. We're trying to like sort it out and how it would go about how we record it. But after we do that, we'll make more episodes for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's really cool.
Basically, you can call the first one like a pilot episode, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
That'd be good.
Because it seems like right now it's like kind of all over the place. We just kind of have to narrow it down.
Well,
like kind of just like
shoot the ideas and write them down, and then decide afterwards what you're going to build on.
Exactly, because the more you do, the easier it'll get. Like with the structure.
Like the first one will just be like a pre-recorded one, if you know what I mean. And that's
exactly.
If it sort of goes down well and people enjoy it, then like let's say we invite Emily on, she could sort of do a music segment, or as we've sort of said, Keith can be the what's them style houses and whatever.
Keith, a fashionista. I love it.
Interior designer.
Yeah.
And sort of have different people on sort of each
I would love to ask Random Life Productions to be a part of it, but she's always busy. But she would be really cool to be in it.
She could be the outdoor person, she could stream outside and show her own place.
Hello, good evening. No, I could see that. She's like, hello, good evening, and welcome. This is Random Life. I'm outside, groundbreaking coverage, lots of explosions. Like, I could just see.
Caroline says you have great ideas for content. My US panel will love this show.
Yep, there you go.
Nice.
So there's the dating site.
Yeah, there's the
news night.
Bake off.
Oh dear.
Trust me, no one wants to date me. I'm like a museum. It's like you come and you like look, but you don't want to touch because you'll probably drop it and break it or something. You know what I mean? So it's better just to look.
Well, see, that's why you and I are good friends, right, Steve? Like, we're going to get together, actually, and maybe do, like, a tour of Toronto or whatever. That'd be
yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, it's hard to do by yourself, like, a vlog like that, because I've tried doing it, but to have someone else there, like, like, I can film it, and you're like, oh, this is Toronto, and da-da-da-da-da. My friend that was with me doesn't do YouTube. He was so scared to be on camera when I was filming it.
Oh, no, he's got to take his car in for an MOT.
Uh-oh. Well, that's okay, Steve. I don't mind being on camera as long as you only shoot me from like here up.
I'll make you look fabulous. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the dog didn't eat her food. Great. Oh, great.
What's that, Mark?
The dog didn't eat her food again, which is going to attract a lot of flies, and I don't know what to do with it now. She's starting to do that. She just doesn't want to eat, and that's pretty surprising for her.
Yeah.
Oh, she's really doing a hunger strike.
We sort of feed the cats twice a day, like once in the morning and once in the evening, and the meat was left for last night. It's just too hot.
Yeah.
Mark, you got to mix like ketchup and stuff in the food. Like that's what I do with my dog. I made dog kibble with ketchup, water, and syrup, and like my dog loves it.
Oh wow!
Why won't you eat your food, huh?
At one point, you just got to be like, "This is the food, eat it," and then eventually they'll eat it. But you feel bad. You feel bad because the dog's starving, but
he's probably looking at him as if say, "Well, ain't you seen it outside? It's red hot. I just don't feel like eating."
No, they're smart.
Steve?
Let's say that. Sorry, Bella.
How can I get to your podcast? How can I watch it? How can I get hold of it?
Oh, he's gonna be editing it today. It was on a channel called Monster Minded, and he'll be editing it today and uploading it. So I haven't even seen it myself yet. I don't know what parts he's keeping in or anything. So
okay, so how do we get to it?
I will send it. I will send the link on Jeanette's Facebook group.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Emily said, if I did start my own radio show, who would be up to be a guest on the show?
All of us.
All of us.
All of us. We love any opportunity for us to go live. We'll do it. Like between all of us.
Well,
this is where the mugs come in, Andy.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't do that. I was thinking of that this morning when I was making me coffee. I thought we should have our own mugs.
Yeah, that's definitely good. Yeah.
I mean, you see, basically with the Vistaprint idea, basically you come up with a design, because that's what, like our Pixie's got. I mean, it was the one with the deer on before he made the new banner and everything. Yeah. He just sort of, you go onto the Vistaprint site, you pick sort of the shape and whatever mug you want, and then you sort of, upload the design that you want them to put on the mug, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I've messed around with that, and like I made a T-shirt and it came up to about $25. I'm like, I have expensive taste.
All right.
So like, imagine making one T-shirt for $25. Like,
yeah, up to no.
You got to make them cheaper.
I actually live in Sheffield, but I'm originally from Mansfield, that area. I am sort of from your area.
How far is Huntsfield from you?
Mansfield.
Oh, Mansfield, sorry.
Yeah, it's about 40 minutes away.
Okay.
He says, where are you actually from? I thought you were Sheffield, but sounds more near me in Chesterfield. Yeah, I don't know whether you've heard of it, up to no good, but from a little village called Huthwaite. Near Sutton in
You guys have the funniest names for towns, like.
So it is actually near Mansfield.
Oh, excuse me.
But yes, I mean, there's not a lot of difference in the sort of the accent, the Sheffield accent, but anybody that's sort of from the area that I were born and raised in knows that accent, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 10 minutes from me in Bolsover. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't originate in Sheffield. Pixie's from Sheffield. And hence the reason that's why we live in Sheffield.
Nice.
So, but yeah, my mum sort of used to live about 40 minutes away or 35 if you put your foot down. You know, all depending on how fast you drive.
It's true. It's really true.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony says we've got a place called Bog Houses. And the bog up here is the toilet. Yeah, but I think a bog everywhere's a toilet.
See, I have a friend, Emily, from Dudley. His name is Simon Dunkerley. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's a really nice guy.
We see actually where we're meeting for the meetup isn't far away from where Emily lives.
Okay.
Jeanette, sorry, my granddaughter.
Come on, Emily. Emily, you gotta come.
Sorry.
Go on, Bella. I think
Go on, Bella.
You said grandson is phoning or is whatever, I don't know.
So yeah, I mean Dudley is sort of, I think she says it's about 40 minutes away, 50 minutes, I'm not sure, from actually the Birmingham meetup. And Emily is going with her friend ain't coming. It's all right, I'm thinking out loud there. So yeah, same as Emily says, I think it's about
I do that all the time. 40
or 50 on the train, and that's why she goes to Birmingham quite regularly. The same as she says, if anybody needs meeting off the train, she will meet him at the train station.
Yeah.
So she knows it quite well. She knows the train station. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Kingsmill is the hospital.
Oh, okay.
So that was basically the hospital my mum were in sort of before going into the nursing home. So, and I had Callum there as well, but that was in the old who dropped out?
Mark.
Oh yeah, I had my son at Kingsmill, but it was when the Dukeries was open, before they knocked it all down and made it into a car park.
Bless you.
So yeah, the local hospital, the maternity unit at the time when I had Callum was separate to the hospital.
Oh, Bella's gone.
Now, all incorporated in the hospital.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be next.
Are you tired still?
I'm not as tired as I was yesterday morning. Yesterday morning was really brutal to wake up. Like today was a lot easier.
Did you guys...
Emily says it's 50 minutes on the bus or 10 minutes by train. Well, yeah.
Did you guys see me Tuesday morning? I don't know if any of you noticed that I fell asleep right near the end of the.
I mean,
you pulled at me. I've fallen asleep on my stream.
I mean, wait for if it were Bella's dropped out, but they've come to visit. Okay, then up to no good. I'll see you later. Yeah, I mean, it weren't till sort of later because Vicky had said to me, I want to talk to you afterwards. And I sort of sat there looking at my phone. I thought, well, she's a long while, contacting me or messaging me or whatever. And sort of late on in the afternoon, she messaged me. She says, did you notice I fell asleep?
I kind of woke up to everybody dropping out of the call and went, oh, okay, bye.
I'm no disrespect or anything. I feel like Night Owl's a snorer.
What? Believe it or not, I have sleep apnea, so I snore, right? But I have a CPAP.
Oh.
Yeah.
I apologize for that. I don't want to make fun of your sickness, but yeah.
Trust me.
You see you see snoring and loud snoring is actually a classic sign of sleep apnea. I mean, I've got it, Steve. I have a machine.
Yeah.
But once you wear it, and funnily enough, sleep apnea can be fatal.
It can, because during my dream sleep, I stop breathing. That's why.
Yeah.
But don't worry about making fun of me, Steve. It's fine. I've heard worse.
You see,
My brother used to call me Vicks Vapor Rub and Vicks Cough Drops when I was a kid.
Oh my god, that's clever.
people actually know the the ins and outs of sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Well, this is a classic one, Steve. I went for what they call a sleep study
Yeah, I did one. Yeah.
because I was waking up.
What entail? I want to know what a sleep study entails. Like how do they
Well,
record and
when I
measure
went
you?
mine, I had to go in hospital overnight.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they wire you up with all these wires and things on end of your fingers and everything. You sort of look like you're going in for when they dissect you and whatever.
Jeanette, you know what it looks like? You remember the Bionic Man or the Bionic Man hooked up to all those wires? That's what you look like, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, anyway,
yeah. I'm thinking of The Cell with Jennifer Lopez. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Kind of like that.
Yeah, like that exactly.
Tony says he wants a job as a bed tester.
Oh my!
But I sort of went to the hospital about 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
They take you into like a private room, and then you up to all these wires. Now you're supposed to sleep attached to all these wires. And if you got to get out of the bed in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, it took you about an hour and you could have weed yourself by the time you'd unplugged every this and that and other.
Yep. It was the first night that I did it, it was actually, I had a terrific sleep. I only woke up a couple times because every time I went to roll over or whatever, I couldn't because of all these wires. I was afraid I was going to unplug something or whatever. But when I went back for the fitting for my CPAP mask and everything and to see how I slept with the machine, where did they put me? Right next to the frickin' laundry room. So all I hear is them doing frickin' laundry all night.
I have Barbara Grates, but yeah.
Stupid mask that way.
I don't think I could sleep in that because for me, in order for me to sleep, I can't have people walking around me. It's weird. Like if I know people are walking around me and stuff, I'll wake up. Like I wake up at a drop of a dime.
This is the reason why I had a room on my own, but I'm like you, Steve. I'm ever such a light sleeper.
Yeah.
A granddaughter's Skyping Bella. See you all later, Bella.
Bye,
Bella. So basically, I was in the room on my own for the fact that they need you to do a sleep study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, they hook you up to all these wires and trinkets and God knows what else. And I went back a few days later to get the results, and they told me in the space of an hour, I stopped breathing 32 times.
Yep.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
No.
But you see,
no.
Before I actually you start off going to the doctors because Chris were getting worried about me because I'd sort of snoring like a Boeing 747, and then all of a sudden I'd wake up in the night and you're sort of going, you can't get your breath. And
I've done that before.
Yeah, well,
oh my God, that's what it's called.
Well, anyway, same as I say, I went to the doctor, and basically the start of the process, you fill a questionnaire out. Do you find yourself nodding off mid-afternoon, or if you're driving, or not driving, but if you're a passenger in a car, does the motion of the car and everything send you to sleep? Yes. And if you tick more than 3 or 4, that's it. They send you for this sleep study.
Okay.
So I originally had, the Kingsmill Hospital we were just talking about. I actually went for the sleep study there, but I had to go through the whole process when we moved to Sheffield. But they do it differently. They just gave me it was like a wristwatch type of thing.
Yeah.
And basically that does your heart rate and your oxygen level, blah blah blah. And all I had to do when I did the sleep study when you do the first sleep study, you don't use your CPAP machine because by then I'd already had the CPAP machine.
Yeah.
So that particular night, I had to go without my CPAP machine and just wear this wristwatch type of thing. So then you have to drop it off at the hospital the following morning, and then they say, "Can you come in for an appointment at such and such a date?" And that's when I got sort of the second CPAP machine. And then they wait a few weeks till you've got used to the CPAP machine. Then they give you another one of these wristwatches, but this time you use it while you're wearing your CPAP machine.
Yeah.
But,
it sounds like a very intense process, and you probably have to plan this like ahead of time, like a lot of months probably.
Well, you see, the thing
like I'm like looking in. I'm interested in it. I think maybe I should go and do it. You know what I mean? Like I have the worst sleeping
you go to
homes.
see your doctor.
Yeah.
You go to your doctors. I mean, all you've got to say to them, you've got several of your friends suffer with sleep apnea. Could you do tests or whatever to see if I've got sleep apnea? But anyway, same as I say, the second time you wear this wristwatch, it's actually while you're wearing your CPAP machine. You see, I think Vicky's more or less the same as mine. It just goes on your nose.
Yeah, just yeah, that's all it
but
is.
it's like a thing that goes around your head, but it just goes, and the actual machine, you've got like a thing in your throat, and it's like a valve.
Yeah.
So when you suffer from sleep apnea, the throat constricts, and it's keeping the flap or the valve keeps getting stuck, and that's why you stop breathing, you see.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, that's exactly what I have. And there's some you can get where it like just sits up inside your nose like this, and I'm like, I can't handle that. The little one around my nose, I can handle. I didn't think I didn't think I was going to be able to handle the sleep mask, but I'm doing really good with it. I love it.
But you see mine, same as I say, mine's sort of just like what they call a nasal mask, and it just fits over your nose, but it's like a constant airflow to keep this valve in your throat open.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know, I mean, I've had this conversation with Bella, because she says Barry snores like a trooper. Andy stops breathing in his sleep, and I kept saying, you've got to get him to the doctors ASAP, Bella, because it is dangerous. Because you think that you're starving your body of oxygen.
Yeah.
And all your vital organs rely on oxygen.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That makes it totally intense. Like, definitely something like if you're snoring, that's not a good sign.
But you see, the thing is, if it's starving your body of oxygen, you're more prone with sleep apnea to have a stroke or a heart attack.
And it causes a lot of memory issues and everything else. It causes behavioral issues too, because you get very stressed out and short-tempered.
Mm-hmm. So I urge anybody that you know that have got a problem and they find themselves waking up in the morning gasping, or not, you know, not necessarily in the morning, but gasping for breath, waking up and gasping for breath, that is a classic sign of sleep apnea.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know, and it is mainly people that are overweight as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, that is a big factor. But Steve, I would go get checked out, because
I mean, you know, not saying that you have to be overweight to have sleep apnea. You don't.
Nope.
But it's
but I want to know, because you guys have seen it, especially Jeanette, Marketplace, that I've gone through days where I haven't slept. You know, like I'll go like 3 days without sleeping, and then I'll be sleeping like nonstop. You know what I mean? And I kind of want to get out of that pattern. I want to be able to have a good night's sleep and not wake up like 5 times during the night.
Yeah,
So it's like
exactly.
it's something I need to look into for sure.
Yeah, but same as I say, I mean, people sort of it's not widely known about sleep apnea, isn't?
No.
Not enough
Okay.
to know what you're talking about, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe I just need sleeping pills.
Well, you know what though? I know when you're talking about sleeping pills, my 20-year-old takes melatonin at night because he has the same issue, Steve. He doesn't snore or anything, but he just has so much going on in his head that his mind is
Yeah,
going.
I've really heard melatonin. Melatonin is the way to go,
Yeah,
and to like get it kind of like the powder and put it into capsules.
you can do that, or you can get it. The vitamin you can buy it in the store and just take that. You don't have to
Okay.
take. Yeah, they
Yeah,
got
because
this.
the person was telling me to go and eat like online and get the like you can get like 20 capsules for like $5 and get the melatonin. And you put it in and it works so much more effectively and you'll. He said your
I
sex life will be so much better too.
you, but early on in the chat, Farmer Grit says it's nice to come in and know what we're talking about for once.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
just
this is more kind of like a civil conversation. It's not about like sausages or anything.
No.
she says I had 2 sleep studies done, one for sleep apnea, which I didn't have, so they did a second one. Instead of a CPAP, I ended up on 4 litres of oxygen. It was for my heart that was not getting enough O2 at night. We see this sleep apnea can cause all sorts of problems because basically your vital organs aren't getting the oxygen that they need because of this valve that's not opening and shutting.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing that scares me is like, especially as a single mom, like I need to be here for my kids. So that's the main reason I went to do it because I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to stop breathing in the middle of my sleep one night, like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have people that like, respect you and look up to you and you want to look out for them. And that's a noble thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
But, it's like, yeah. When I go to bed at night, I look like Frankenstein's mother. You know what I mean? But,
yep.
Oh my God.
Well, it is because it's sort of a passion killer. Let's put it that way.
If you look through my photos, Jeanette, if you look through my uploads or whatever on Facebook, there's a picture of me with my mask and all the wiring and everything on, Steve.
Okay, I'll take a look for sure.
But the thing is, the thing is, you look at it this way, like when you've got a partner like I have or husband, you know what I mean? You're affecting their sleep pattern as well as your own.
Yep, that's true.
You're affecting their sleep pattern as well as your own.
Yep. It's true because it's like they have to be integrated into your like sleep schedule. You know what I mean? Like they have to get accustomed to it.
Before I actually got diagnosed, same as I say, I was waking up and the first thing is you cough and you're going, you're just like that. So you're waking them up. So you're interrupting their sleep as well as your own, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
but since I've had the CPAP machine, I mean, the one I've got is particularly quiet. So Chris is used to it now, so it don't affect his, he lays down, he's gone, if you know what I mean. It doesn't affect him at all. And the fact that I don't snore anymore, so he's getting a better quality of sleep, plus, that I'm getting the quality of sleep as well.
Yeah.
Margaret says, scroll back and read what I said about the snoring. And she says, oh my gosh, Emily Bird, my hubby always told me I snored. I said, no, I don't. I stayed awake one night to see one morning when I woke up and he had this little thing in his hand and said, listen to this. Well, you see, that's actually what Pixie did with me. He actually recorded me snoring one night.
Mm-hmm.
When he says, this is how badly you snore.
No.
Yeah, because you don't believe it until you actually hear it, right?
Yeah.
I did the same thing to my dad, and my dad's like still denying. He's like, "That's not me. That's not me." I'm like, "Dad, that's you."
What you need to
You know, I
do
mean,
is videotape him, like stand beside him when he's snoring with the camera on him, so he sees it's his face and everything, and then show it to them.
Oh no, I was like when I used to live with him, like we had a house and he lived in the basement and like I had the upstairs, and
Yeah.
pretty much he was snoring from downstairs with the door shut, and I was at the top of the stairs and I recorded it. You can hear, "Arrgh." It sounded like a beast,
and it sounds like I'm eating something in my sleep. But you see,
Wow.
mine were
what do you eat? Emily's having sexy dreams.
but it does, same as I
Who
say.
are you having a sexy dream about, Emily? Oh my.
Chris referenced my snoring to a Boeing 747 coming into land, so that's how bad my
Oh,
Oh my god, that's intense. Like I could just see it like it's landing on the bed.
but yeah, same as I say. I mean, I've had mine about 6 or 7 years now.
yeah.
You get used to it, you know. I'm used to it, he's used to it, and even when we go on holiday, even that night when we went to stay at Keith's complex, I take it everywhere with me. And I even take a power lead with me just in case sort of the socket is a bit further away, you know, not at side of the bed, or you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy.
And it were a classic case of you wake up more tired than you did before you went to bed.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So you know, if your dad or yourself's got a problem, I'd urge you to go to the doctors. I mean, I told Bella all this about, you know, Barry going to the doctors, etc.
I could see my dad having sleep apnea, however you say it. I can't say it, but he's lost a lot of weight though. Like he's still a little overweight, but he's lost a lot of weight. He's come a long way, but it could be that.
So
And like I should talk to him about that.
Tony's put, he says, last time I snored on a plane, they were going to turn back because of engine failure. But yeah, you know, I mean, there's not a lot of people know about it, Steve. You know, it's something that people that suffer from it know about it, but it's sort of not out there. You know that it is a dangerous
Exactly.
have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and when you think about it, your body needs oxygen to function. So if you get in an interrupted or very little supply of oxygen, you know, it can cause all sorts of.
Exactly. It's good you're bringing awareness to it. You know, like, because I didn't know anything about it until you told me.
Yeah, vlog from the bog says mud, soil, muck, compost, gravel, dirt. Sorry, I can't keep talking dirty. Yeah, and Emily says, "Oh, no trouble is here."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yes, it's common, but it's not common, if you know what I mean. It's not very well known, you know, the facts of it and everything. So yeah, so I mean, obviously Balmer Grits knows what I'm talking about. Obviously Vicky knows what I'm talking about. But same as you know, it is classic in people that are overweight, but not just overweight people suffer from it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you don't have to be overweight to have the issue. Yeah.
But
exactly.
It is more commonplace in people that are overweight.
Yeah.
But you see, this is the thing. When I had my weight loss surgery, I mean, they sort of tell you, they set your machines to a certain bar of pressure. and mine dropped by 2 right after I'd had my surgery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Holy
if
shit.
you see that. Too bright. Hang on. See that, Steve?
Hang on, let me.
Is that when you had the sleep study done?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's intense. Like a lot of sensors on your like chin.
Yeah, they're on your chin.
Yeah, but it's not just on your chin and on your face, Steve. It's everywhere.
I like the caption you put. Do I look pretty?
Yeah, and Bob.
That's my mask there.
Okay, the eyes. I'm sorry, like the way you like your eyes expression. That's hilarious. But like no, like honestly, that's intense. Like, and it probably really does help. You probably get a really good sleep at the end of the day.
Yeah. But you see, where Vicky's is like a round mask, mine is like a nose shaped mask.
Yeah.
It just fits snugly over my nose, but it's exactly the same sort of thing. And Barbara says, absolutely, you can die from sleep apnea. Yeah, not a lot of people know that, you see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not a lot.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'll be back in a minute time. I have to go for a poo.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
TMI, Barry. Exactly, Barbara Grit. She says they up you up to all this stuff and then say have a good night.
Yeah.
Same as I say. Sort of when I went for the sleep study, if I had to get up to use the bathroom, you have to sort of, and get all these things off. Otherwise, you wee yourself at time. You sort of unhook yourself from everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you said, they tell you, "Oh, have a good night." That's why a lot of people will take a Valium before they go, like before bed.
But yeah, I were lucky that I got my own room, and the bathroom was actually, it was like an ensuite room, basically.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Can you imagine me running down the corridor, sort of trying to run and cross my legs at the same time?
No. Yeah. No, it's
exactly, Emily. We got on about it a bit earlier on. Like in the past week, I in total lost about 10.
Yeah.
And then they sort of go up, go down, go up, go down, and then sort of out of the blue, they all come back again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's happening to me as well. I'll never make it to 1400.
I think everybody's the same, Emily. Whether it's the algorithm or analytics or whatever at YouTube, I don't know what's causing it. But I were only saying to Chris this morning, like this time last week, I was on 1,193. And this morning, sort of, I lost a couple, and then I lost a couple more, and then a couple more. And in total, over the past week, I lost 10. But then all of a sudden, it shot back up again this morning. It shot up by about 7.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't rely on the analytics. Like, even the analytics let me down. Like, honestly, it says I've gained 35 new subscribers this month, but I'm breaking even.
Yeah.
So it's like,
well,
I don't understand.
You've gained them, and then in the next breath, you've lost them as well.
Yeah, it's weird. And you would think with like, it even shows the little bar graph, and it shows the little bar going up saying that I'm gaining subscribers, but I'm like, I'm not. I'm not YouTube.
See, in the analytics, I mean, I looked on mine, and most of my viewers are from the UK.
Yeah.
Now you've got like 57% from the UK, 32% from America, 4.4% something from Canada, and 1 point something from others, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I stream at like 3 a.m. because I know all my demographics from Europe, right? Like, I don't stream like during the day, like my time, because you guys will all be in bed.
Yeah.
Barry says, if you're all losing supporters, have ever any of you checked behind the sofa? I've hunted mine high and low, Barry, and I still can't find them. But yeah, funnily enough, on the pie chart, the majority of my views are coming from males.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeanette, it's the cougar in you.
I'm a sex symbol now, you see.
Yeah.
I agree. It's like, you know, she can whip up a cake and, you know, be a sex symbol in the process. There you go.
Not.
No, but with my live streams,
I sort of like to know where they get these analytics from, because
I know I want to see credentials.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, they say that biggest majority of my viewers are male, but I always sort of like I've you know, a mix. I mean, like Bella's been on this morning. There's Vicky. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You would think you would have like more females, given that cook. Like, I'm not saying like it's a thing for girls. I'm saying like primarily mostly girls like to cook. There are guys that like to cook too, but you would think there would be more girls like coming to your channel.
Well, I mean, same as I say, I mean, I'm sort of like only making reference to the analytics and everything that's on. Margaret says, in 2011, my doctor told me I probably had a year to live, that my heart function was only 10%. And you know what the Bible says? Every hair on my head is numbered. So I don't look at my hairbrush, I brush my hair. Exactly.
That's a good saying. And I wanted to say one thing about my live streams is that I've noticed that a lot of people are in different time zones and stuff. There's something weird about it. It's like I'll get minimal views when I'm live, but then like people watch playbacks and stuff and they'll go up to like 130 or 140 views. So I'm just like, it goes to show that people actually do watch the playbacks.
Yeah. Well, you see, like I did the one on Monday. It was only an hour long, but when I shut the live stream, I'd got like about 70 something views. But since then, I've checked it and I've sort of like gone up to about 125. So it does, you know.
Yeah, it's you know, some channels it doesn't work that way. It's like they'll be there like right then and there, you know, like notification squad. But with like instances like me and Jeanette,
mine's a latte with 2 sweeteners in, please.
Yep. That's right.
Can I get a mocha?
Yeah. Bossman's doing the coffee run this morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah, look where he is.
Don't put your hat down anyway. Don't take your hat.
I like your hat, Boston.
Thank you. I'm not going to take it off.
You know, keep it firmly planted on your head.
It is.
Yeah. Emily says, small caramel latte, please, for Emily.
Okay, I'll go and order it when I finish this, when I'm on my way to Sainsbury's.
Oh, you've got a fan, boss man, because somebody's saying, who's that cutie on now?
Who's saying that?
Barmer Grits.
Hello, Barmer.
It's via Bossman PR and the Flying Carrots.
I have spoken with Barmer Grits before, so she's another one who likes my packages, I believe.
My!
She certainly must do if she's calling you a cutie.
Oh, there you go.
I think she's buttering out. I think she wants coffee. I think that's the thing.
What's that coffee? What's that coffee place? I've never seen that before.
Costa.
Sorry.
It's the better version of Starbucks.
That one, boss.
Oh, is it?
To Mark.
Oh no, that's Crimson Fantasy, the bearded one.
Oh, that is Crimson Fantasy.
Yeah.
Every lady's fantasy.
Not to be confused with a male stripper, because I've gotten that a lot with my name.
Yeah.
Yes, if you want to type in the chat, Crimson, she'll look you up.
Okay,
Ooh.
sure. I'll definitely type it.
Oh,
I'll send you a text.
Ding-a-ling-a-ding
Okay, let
dong.
me just log in.
Oh, she says, no, you're a cutie too, but I'm talking about the bearded wonder.
ooh.
But
There's
I
the
think
same for
she
you.
was referring to me.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just pictured Jeanette with a beard, and I'm like, okay, no,
Oh, dear.
like a full-on beard, like a huge beard.
Barry's happy.
Love.
Yeah. There's a video for you, Steve. The bearded wonder.
And Barry, I did send you an invite. Do you want me to send it again, or are you busy, or are you
Busy.
otherwise engaged?
He's otherwise engaged.
I'll be on the bulk engaged.
Yeah. She says, woohoo, now I remember Crimson. Type so I can go to your channel. I already got Mark. It's just put one in above your comment, Farmer Grit. Is busy right now.
Oh, I'm supporting Bama Grits right now. I hit that bell, Bama.
He's rung your ding a ding ding.
Oh, I rubbed it good. I massaged it.
He says, but I'm busy right now, Bri. Wash my hand. Well, you see, we were only talking about this earlier on, Crimson. You support somebody, you press the notification bell, but it can't work anymore because it don't give you notifications.
Half the time they don't. Yeah.
What people were experimenting was, I saw a lot of big YouTubers do this. They told people to unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then hit the bell, and it should work.
That's what I've been telling people, and it does.
Yeah.
It does work.
Yeah. Farmer Grit says, is he the one that went to poo? No, that's Vlog from the Bog.
No, like I have this whole thing about it. It's like YouTube's all about making money, right? So it's like that's the number one thing you should fix is the notifications.
Yeah.
Because that's where people click, that's where people get the money, and that's when YouTube promotes it. And it's like, we sit and make lots and lots of work and content. That's the least they can do. Like, I'm not saying they have to fix other things. So that's something they need to fix right away.
All right,
And the seagull agrees. The seagull agrees.
Yes.
Just put, oh my Crimson, I just told you I had a bad heart. Are you trying to finish me off?
Oh man, imagine if that actually happened. It's like I flirted with somebody and like they had a heart attack. I'm like, like that would be the worst feeling in the world. I'd feel so bad if that happened, Mama Grids. There is a viewer discretion is advised in I should put that in my new trailer.
I'm laughing at what she's put. Okay, Vlog, I'll check you out too. Not the poo, just your channel.
She sounds hilarious. She sounds hilarious.
She's funny. Yeah.
Yes, Seagull. The Seagull agrees again.
That Seagull's having a laugh.
I was talking about this, when Bella was on yesterday, and we got on about the person complaining that the birds were too loud. So
Yes.
I says to her, well, she did this people that inspire me, but I think she got the window open and the birds were still twittering away. And so sort of somebody put in the comments, only one complaint, the birds is too loud.
And I went to watch it, right? And it was literally in her intro for 10 seconds. Like you hear the birds for like intensely for 10 seconds. Yeah.
Yesterday, you can't control what the birds do. And if they came round here, we've got one that sounds like an alarm clock.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And I told Bella to get a shotgun and just obliterate the birds. Like, you're like, no more birds now. You happy? You happy?
And Bar McGriff says, for real, you'll would miss me too. Oh, you have no idea. And you and me sitting in a tree, and I fell out, and you were free.
Oh my!
He says, get a cat. We see we've got 3, Barry, but you still get these that's very aggravating, and they make a point that they can see the cats in the backyard and they pick the highest branch and say, well, you know, you're not going to get me up here, so to speak.
That seagull must be hearing a lot of jokes because...
Well, you want to hear this one that we have, Mark. I don't know what sort of bird it is, but you can sit here and it's going... and it just sounds like
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what sort of bird it is. But
I love when Jeanette does impressions. They're the best.
Cats. Well, you go and get that bird because it's going on right on my nerves. Well, I didn't say that. I said my tits, actually. But it's really, really annoying. And you can imagine like that at about 4:30, 4:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, it's a case where you feel like throwing your slipper out at window, but you don't know where it is anyway.
Well, we get that with all the seagulls round here. It's horrendous.
I was putting stuff in the car a few days ago, and all I heard was crows, right, and seagulls. They were blown away, like they were like, I nearly shouted, "Shut up!" Right?
They're having a domestic dispute.
Yeah, and then
I was talking about that the other day.
I've said a few more choice words than "shut up," Mark, to this particular bird.
And they all started coming down in like an army. Did you ever see the planes like in an army force? And they just started dropping their loads, right?
Yeah.
I was lucky I had the boot open because all I heard was splat, splat, splat.
Well, it's lucky bird poo, Mark.
Birds are jerks. They're legit jerks. Like, honestly, they have they all have tempers.
Barbara Grit says that Crimson Fantasy, honey, I'm so old. I own Moses a quarter. You're safe.
Oh.
Have you met me? Have you met me? Like,
he does like the older woman. Barbara Grit, he likes himself a cougar. Mark is in the
I'm trying to sit here and be like silent, but I can't keep like my face.
He likes the odd cougar or two.
2 is the key word. 1 on each arm, like arm candy.
And Mark's too young for you because he's only 40.
4 more years. I'm like, you like when you're 17. I'm gonna be like, are you legal yet, Mark? Are you legal? Are you legal?
Barry says Steve likes to hunt cougars.
Yeah.
I wish we had a sound effect for cougar. Like every time we said the word, like wow, wow, wow. You know what I mean? Like,
you'll have to ask Trollbuster.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, now you've said that.
I don't know what I was wondering. I thought if I say Trollbuster, will Trollbuster suddenly appear?
Yeah.
Because I can't see the chat, so I can't.
I want to work with Trollbuster.
I've typed cougar into my thing, and it says cougar dating site.
See if they have an app. I'm interested.
I bet you are.
There's a lovely person getting camera time in the window behind Adam anyway, so...
I was going to say, who's the beautiful lady behind you, Adam?
Got no idea.
She's going to be famous.
She's going to be YouTube famous, yes.
She's looking over. She wants to see who you're talking to. Like every now and then, she's kind of glancing over to check your phone. She's that lady on the bus.
Very go.
Look, have a look at the street where I'm sat in. The high street.
Oh, that's an awesome neighborhood.
Whoa.
No, there we go.
That's cougar.
Exactly. That's exactly what I envisioned in my head how it would sound too.
Blog said it's called Timber, Steve.
Jerry.
Sounds like a balls.
That's another commercial idea for our show, Jeanette.
There you go. So
I just thought of another commercial idea.
there is cougar sounds on the internet. So I've proved it to you.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
Cougars are up.
Like, would you go on a matchmaking site called Jeanette's Kruger Dating? Like, I'll think of a name.
Barry says, if you want an app to find cougars, Steve, look at the Tinder, or in your case, Grinder.
Oh my God, he's made this joke before on my live stream, and I'm like, Barry, are you
cougar mating call?
And I'll say the same thing I said when he said it on my live stream when I was playing a video game. I'm like, have you been checking my phone again, Barry?
Oh man.
Does he know something that we don't know?
Hello, sailor boy.
Well, let's just put it that way. If he knows I'm there, then he's there too.
I'm laughing at what Balmer Grits. I know you all aren't from America. We do have Alexis, by the way. But the funniest thing I've heard lately is asking Alexa, how do you delete emails? And she says, ask Hillary.
By the way, I'm joking with Blog. It sounded really serious. I didn't mean it to be serious like that.
But yeah, that's typical, isn't it? I do delete emails and they say ask somebody else.
No.
But on
Okay,
that app that I've just gone on, Cougar Sounds, they do all sorts of animal calls.
All I was going to say was we should ask Google, okay, Google, who is this Jeanette Pickering? And see what it comes up with, you know. Who is this live streamer? Who is she?
I can ask.
Cooking by day, blank by night.
Siri.
They could probably come up with some nutter that lives in Sheffield.
Yeah, some dating guru host.
Siri,
It's like
who is Jeanette Pickering? Not Gina Pickering. I said Jeanette, not Jenna. Siri, you're useless.
Siri has a hearing problem sometimes.
Yes.
You got to be very articulate with Siri.
Siri,
no,
who is Jeanette Pickering? There we go.
She's like, what?
Who?
Oh, she picked up every word I said, and
The problem is, Mark, you've got to speak in an English accent, not an Irish one. That's why Siri doesn't understand you. True.
And WrestleMania says play that cougar mating call and see if that lady behind you comes over to you. It might be mobbed. There might be about a dozen women round him by the time he's finished.
I'm going now. Bye. Oh, here they all come. Here they all come.
oh, let's see. He says
Jeanette Pickering is an awesome YouTuber
What is
who cooks and live streams.
Ooh, I'm an awesome lady.
No, it's how did you do that, Mark? That's awesome.
that was that was I'm able to make Siri say whatever I want. That's what I use in my series.
Yes, get Siri to say Boss Man is the most superb YouTuber in the whole universe. That is true, but
Let's see.
I don't think she knows how to say superb.
fantastic, you know, amazing, awesome.
Blog Barry says just asked it and it says some lady who is unfortunately married to Chris Lol.
Bossman is the most fantastic, amazing, awesome YouTuber in the world.
There
No,
you go.
it's true. It's true. It's true.
Even Siri knows.
Exactly.
Can you make it say it's Crim's baby?
Oh.
Of course I can.
It can make
I
it.
would love to have Siri say something sexual before one of my songs. That would be great.
Oh
It's
yes.
Crim's baby.
Oh, I didn't hear it. I only heard the last part.
Oh, no. I know.
It's Crim's baby.
Oh,
What
oh.
you should go to say? Whoa, does it make you horny, baby? It's Crim's baby.
Yeah, that's awesome. Austin Powers is my spirit animal.
I'm gonna have to go, people. Enjoy the rest of your morning.
Yeah, you too.
It was great talking to you again,
Bye,
Adam.
And bring me a lot of.
Bye.
I'll bring back some cougars.
Oh yes, we got a party then.
I have my mojo back, baby.
I always wondered how you had series in your series.
Yeah, that's what I used. It's like I just have to record it, saying it, and then hopefully it's loud enough.
Like, is it in an app you use, or like a soundboard, or?
I found it. I went into applications. I went into my utilities, and it's under a program called the Terminal, and I was just able to do it.
Barry says, Mark, please get it to say, Steve, will you start stalking me, and I hope the rash clears up soon. I think that's a bit of a mouthful.
No, it's not.
Barry, the rash was worth it.
Siri, get ready to be naughty.
Get it to say, Steve, will you start stalking me, and I hope the rash clears up soon.
Thank you, Siri. Like I really am grateful that you took the time to say that.
No problem, my Steve.
My stiff. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's all I was thinking. Who should play the back computer? And then I just said, Siri. Has to be Siri.
I have to ask you about my lines, Mark. Like how do you want me to say them? Like angrily or sad or?
In the scene that you're in, you are fighting, so you could.
It's good I asked then. Yeah, because I was gonna say them kind of like somber.
Yeah, I think you're fighting in most of them, so I say you could, if you want, you can do them angrily if you want.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely do it angrily. How come Vlog's not on?
He said he was busy. I did send him an invite.
Anger baby.
Oh. Can you still eat pork? Like I left them out overnight, but they were de-thawing. And they were really frozen. Do you think they're still okay to eat?
Yes, so long as you give them a good wash.
Yeah.
Vlog, stop pulling and get on here.
It's not like it's chicken.
Yeah. No, you know what? Even with pork, you should still wash it really good. But since it's been defrosting, you should be fine as long as you use it today.
But you see what I did?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it today.
Yeah, we had steak.
I made them last night. I was defrosting them last night, and I never got around to cooking it.
You see, yesterday I got some steak out of the freezer. Now it was like a pre-packed thing from Asda, but because it's been warm, I just left them defrosting on a plate, but didn't take them out the package. But I still gave them.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, really good thorough wash once you get them out the.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then because I don't want to get sick.
Make sure, and you could even, if you're having them tonight, like soak them for a little while in cold water.
Yeah, I'm gonna season them and stuff like that, so it's gonna be good.
See you later, Barry.
My Americans loves you so much.
It's so great. Mark plays his like series right now. He should only answer a Siri now.
Okay.
Okay.
Ha.
I love it. It's like haha.
Anyway, now we're all quiet.
Mark plays. Can you do my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard?
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Vlog from the bog says, before I go, Mark, get it to say hello, Dave.
Oh, that's
Hello,
a good one to
Dave.
say. Can you make Siri stress
Goodbye,
words like
Dave.
hello?
What did you?
Can you make it stress hello, Dave? Or will it go HELLLLL?
I'll try, you know.
HHHELLLO, Dave.
Yeah, I knew that would happen.
What if I put it all together or not?
Because I used to have the text to speech like option on my iPhone like 6, but I lost my iPhone 6, so I had to get a Samsung, and I never
Hello,
went back.
Davey.
But yeah,
What?
It said, hello, Davy.
Got a posh one there.
So how many people are in the chat? Who's in the chat still?
Well, it says we've got 8
8.
viewers. I said that without moving my lips.
Everybody's just listening to us giggle and make.
Hit me, baby, one more time, oh my.
I like the way she says, "Oh my."
Yeah, me too.
Angel, how are you?
Obama Grins checked out one of my videos. Like, now you sing for us. Like,
Mavic Pro, Tony.
maybe. I've been planning on doing something like live one day, but like when I get better, I'm still practicing.
Mavic Pro Tony said Apple not as easy as Android.
No, like Apple's for like people that don't really know about phones and you want your phone to be like protected. This is like from my analysis. And then like, Samsung's more like if you want to customize your phone, if you want to get like apps that are more, like you can like get risky apps, you know what I mean, that are made from like third parties.
And Obama Grit says tonight, Owl, I absolutely love your sharing Jesus without fear videos.
Thank you. I was just typing that actually. Thank you.
I'm going to stream one day. I'm gonna call out Alexa. She's so mean, and I'm gonna call her out.
Series is gonna do an exposed video.
And you notice though, I mean, 1 minute she's got an American accent, and then next minute she's got an Irish accent.
Yeah, I have mine set to the Irish accent.
Oh.
Well, it's to make people feel more at home with Siri.
Yeah,
I tried to, no matter what continent you're in.
I tried to change the voice to see if it worked, but I don't know. I don't think it changed on the terminal. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that, see if I can. That'd be funny.
Yeah, exactly. Have her start shouting in German or something.
T. Vicar.
Have you guys watched the Griswold's Family Vacation?
Yep.
I don't think.
I don't know. I think it's more of a North American thing. Like, I know Vicky's watched it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
There's a new one that's out. Like, they remade it, and it's really, really good. You have to check it out. It's called Vacation.
Oh, okay.
I watched it the other night with my dad. It's like hilarious. You'll laugh the whole time. If you guys haven't checked that out, it's probably on Netflix.
No, probably.
Well, what I'm going to do,
It's the-
guys, I'm gonna shut it down now. I've been going just over 2 hours, so people are dwindling.
Jeanette goes for miles.
I could go for hours.
Exactly.
Liz, oh my.
Oh my.
So yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna have an early one today and get me lunch and everything. And so I want to thank everybody that's already been on the panel: Bossman, Bella, Keith, and I want to thank Crimson, Mark, and Vicky for being on the panel, and for everyone that's.
Well, thank you for having me and having a great time with all of you guys. Like, it's been great.
Yeah, and everybody in the chat, and I thank you for all coming in and joining me. And I should probably see you again tomorrow.
Yep.
See you later.
Yeah, definitely.
Bye.
Miss P and
Bye,
Vicky.
guys.
Bye, Mark.
Siri just said bye, Mrs. P and Vicky.